My name is Jillian Biltz. I'm the owner of Mad Dog Armory. We are a retail gun shop and training center. We have 2 locations, one in Largo, Florida, and one in South Tampa on Kennedy Boulevard. Prior to coaching, my store was running pretty well, but I didn't realize how inefficient we were running prior to coaching. And although sales were up, we had some issues with staffing and things like that. And I thought I really knew what was going on in my business, but I clearly realized very shortly after coaching that I didn't really understand exactly the inner workings of the business side. What business is like now with coaching, Barb is great. She's my coach, and we get along really well on a personal level and then also professionally. Specifically, what has changed in my business is we have an amazing staff now, people that are showing up to work not just for their paycheck, which seemed like it was before, that they were just waiting to clock out and they were there for their paycheck, still doing a good job, but not really engaged as much as we wanted them to be. And now they are engaged more. We have full-time staff where my husband and I can take some time off and step away from the business. We have managers in each location, and they're kind of running themselves. And prior to that, we would have to be here all the time. And so that's been really helpful. Also with our financials, they were on track. We know how much per customer, per purchase each customer is making, like how much their sale is. Whereas before we had no idea. We know how many customers are coming in the door every day. We know how much they're spending. So it's really helped our business out tremendously to figure out what the next steps are and how to better the business and get more profit. We're also starting to franchise, which is a whole nother aspect of a goal that was in the back of my mind, but I hadn't started kind of working on it. A little bit here and there, but now we're in full force. We have a couple of potential franchisees that are already knocking on our door. What I would say to other business owners is to just trust the process. It's changed our business. It's changed my life personally to give me more time. It's changed our business and the way it functions. And just do your homework, do what the coaches say, and be prepared for the meetings. Spend some time before your meetings and after your meetings to make sure that you're getting the most out of what you're paying for. As far as the investment in this opportunity with Action COACH of Tampa Bay, I would say to just do what you can afford. And they have different plans. And what we did with our coach is we kind of tried to match what we felt like we could afford. And that was another thing that our coach helped us with, is kind of help us with our financials, so we knew what we could afford and what we couldn't. So even if you start at a higher level, you can always bump it down if you find like it's too much. And then also the other way, which we're doing now. So originally we started at like a higher tier, and then as we were a couple of months in, we kind of lowered it due to time for me. And then now we're back to bumping it up again to another level. So the investment really just depends on you and what your coach can work out together. And just do what fits your budget and your time, and just know that you'll get your money back. We're super excited for the next chapter, and we couldn't have done it without Action Coach.